YouTube channel Phone Mania. So today we are having the Galaxy S20 Plus Cosmic Grey color and the Galaxy S9 Plus Midnight Black color. So we're going to between the Galaxy S20 Plus and the Galaxy S9 Plus in this video. So guys, so this is a front look of both. Actually, I have set almost identical wallpaper on the both. Actually, I will show the from the lock screen itself. So let me lock both devices, and yes, both are done. Yeah, so this is the look. So let's start off from the display. So actually I will turn on the disable dark mode so that you can realize the display some more. Actually you can see display. Let me turn off the blue light filter too. So now the blue light filter also have been disabled. So this is the display size of both. So the Galaxy S20 Plus comes at a 6.7-inch display, and whereas the Galaxy S9 Plus comes at 6.2-inch. And when it comes to the resolution, PPI and all, it's almost identical, very minor difference between the both. And the other thing when it comes to displays, HDR10 on the Galaxy S9 Plus and HDR10 Plus on the Galaxy S20 Plus. And then comes the main matter. So let's go to the display settings, display, and this is the thing, man. 120 Hz refresh rate on the Galaxy S20 Plus, whereas the Galaxy S9 Plus just have a 60 Hz. So that 120 Hz makes a so much smoother effect. Actually, the first time when I was just turned on the 120 Hz, and I was just like, wow, simply wow, it just flow through the device. Actually, I have used Asus ROG 2 OnePlus 7 Pro, but I never felt such a smoothness in ever. So that's so great, and on 6.7-inch display it's absolutely like awesome. Then comes to the other things, that means the front camera. Actually, the front camera on the on the S20 Plus is over here. It's a 10 MB shooter, and on the S9 Plus it's over here inside the bezel itself, and it's a punch hole camera, so very minimized bezels. Actually, I will say no bezels at all, we can say like that, but there is a slight chin on the bottom and all. Then another thing we have noticed, actually, if you see the S9 Plus closely, you can see there is a curve. It's a heavy curve over here. Actually, I will show by turning the notification panel. That means you can get a much better idea. So you can see that actually it's have a more blended curve, where the Galaxy S20 Plus have a slightly very minimized curve. So actually I like the curves on the S20 Plus, because actually I had many accidental touches, because I always hold my phone like that, and still it is on the display. So accidental touches, there are many accidental touches on the Galaxy S9 Plus, but if you are used to it, then it might not be a problem. But I am a person who sometimes got accidental touches on my Galaxy S9 Plus. So but on the Galaxy S20 Plus, it's like just a slight curve. See, phone holding the edge itself so smoothing, we can just pull up on the edge. So actually I feel the edges on the Galaxy S20 Plus is very refined and perfect for a flagship device. Actually I feel so. And then comes to the other matter, that means the cameras. Actually, we know that the Galaxy S9 Plus comes at 212 MB rear cameras, and whereas in the Galaxy S20 Plus we are getting a quad camera setup. So let's talk about the cameras itself. The main camera is a 12 MP camera. That means it is an f1.8 fixed aperture and a 26 mm wide. Where comes to the camera of the Galaxy S9 Plus, it's a dual aperture camera. That means the aperture can switch between f1.5 and f2.4 in order to take low light shots and between the bright shots. So if it is extreme low light, it can go up to f1.5, and it's a bright condition to take vivid shots, it can go up to f2.4. By the time the Galaxy S20 Plus can only go up to f1.8. So that means a little bit more advantage to the low light is in the Galaxy S9 Plus. Actually, I will do an entire camera comparison later on this channel. So actually only after that I can finalize whether it is more than that of Galaxy S9 Plus. Actually, by the specs itself, I am saying that it is f1.8. Actually, when the aperture gets lower, the more and more light gets into the lens. That's why I said the f1.8 is inferior to the f 1.5. So and then we have another 64 MB camera over here. This is a 64 MB telephoto camera. That means it can take up to 3x hybrid optic zoom and go up to 30x digital zooming. So that's a great effect. But actually when we go up to 30x, you may feel some what we call some blurriness over there, but in the Galaxy S9 Plus you can only go up to 10x zooming. So that's a matter when compared to the Galaxy S9 Plus and the Galaxy S20 Plus. And then we have so there are just the main camera and the telephoto camera. So that's it, 12 MB versus 64 MB, and here is 12 MB versus 12 MB. And then we have again the ultra wide camera at 12 MB. So we have an extra ultra wide camera also. Then also another camera, that is TOF camera, that means time of flight camera. This is basically taking depth focus video, that means the live video. So it helps in making live video, so a cinematic type videography on your Galaxy S20 Plus. So there is two both advantages when compared to the S9 Plus, is having an ultra wide camera, also having a TOF camera. Apart from that, the S9 Plus is still having a great camera, I'll say. And when it comes to the Galaxy S9 Plus, the portrait mode indoor is not that great on the Galaxy S9 Plus. So actually I think it's in better in the Galaxy S20 Plus. And then comes to the internals, that's the thing where most people care of, and the internals is different in both. That means much different in both. Actually it's you know, that's a too old phone for right now, and we know that the Galaxy S20 comes with Exynos 990 and the Galaxy S9 Plus comes at Exynos 9810. So but that doesn't mean this is too old or bad chip. Actually this chip is still used in the Galaxy Note and Lite and all, but it's still great but not up to the mark. So the Exynos 980 is being used on the Galaxy S20 Plus, and that's also too great for processor. But actually when compared to the Snapdragon 865, which is a bit inferior to the Snapdragon 865 and all. And then comes to the other things like the cameras. Actually I have already mentioned the cameras in detail. And then we have the battery capacities of both. Actually the another issue I have faced with the S9 Plus is up to the battery. Actually if you're a sort of average to heavy user, you won't get a day. You will you have to charge in the evening itself. So it's just 3500 mAh battery, where in the Galaxy S20 Plus you can get 4500 mAh battery. But there's a catch, you have 120 Hz display, so that's juicy using the battery. So it can use the battery heavily, but still it will last surely a day if you also use the 120 Hz. So that's none of a matter. So actually I didn't play any high-end games, and also I will play high-end games and review on that games, and then I will comment on the battery backup of the Galaxy S20 Plus later. Then we have the fingerprint scanners over here. So actually this have an optical fingerprint scanner on the back itself, but actually when it comes to the Galaxy S20 Plus, it's an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. The difference between the optical fingerprint scanner and ultrasonic fingerprint scanners is that actually the optical fingerprint scanner just takes a 2D image of our thumb and just does it, but the ultrasonic fingerprint makes the 3D image of our fingerprint and then just the matches. So that's the difference between the Galaxy S20 Plus and the Galaxy S10 Plus ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. So actually I have installed a screen protector. That's why after peeling off the screen protector itself, you can use the fingerprint scanners much easily, else you won't get registered, or else you can even if after registering you may feel not match comes. Actually I just peel off once the screen protector and actually again applied, so you can see the bubbles over here. So that's why the reason why the screen protector, the fingerprint scanner is not working perfectly right now. So actually I just peel off the screen protector, but due to the corona and all, actually I won't get a screen protector right now. That's the issue, I am not peeling off it. And then comes to the other matters. Actually when it comes to the storage, this Galaxy S9 Plus can go up to 6GB to 256GB variant for the higher end variant, but the maximum storage available in India for the Galaxy S20 Plus is just 8GB 128GB. So there's a catch. So even if you want to go for a higher end, then of course you can go to S20 Ultra, which comes at 12 GB, but still it is locked at 128 GB on the storage, so that's a fact. But it comes to the UFS 3.0, the fastest storage, and when it comes to the S9 Plus, it just comes at UFS 2.1, so there's a catch too. And then comes to the charging. Actually the Galaxy S9 Plus charges 15 watt, where the Galaxy S20 Plus charges 25 watts. Actually in 1 hour we will just charge the Galaxy S20 Plus. Actually it will take more than 1 hour, actually 1 hour 5 minutes or something like that, but the Galaxy S9 Plus takes about 1 hour 45 to 1 hour 50 minutes, so there's a catch too when compared to the Galaxy S9 Plus and the Galaxy S20 Plus. And then both have a IP certified dust and water resistance, and more actually there are colors when compared to the colors. Actually now I am having a cosmic gray color, you can have a cosmic black, then we can cloud blue, cloud white, aura red. Actually I don't know the availability of the cloud blue, cloud white and aura red. And when it comes to the Galaxy S9 Plus, you can have midnight black, coral blue, lilac purple, then you have a sunrise gold limited edition for the 128 GB and all, so there's also catch. And then comes to the other matter, actually the Galaxy S20 Plus can go reverse wireless charging. So there's a fact, actually you can reverse wireless charge your, even if your Galaxy S9 Plus or other devices, actually your gadgets and all. So that's a fact when compared to the Galaxy S9 Plus. So that's it guys, and let me brief the things actually I heard. So actually there is one more catch in the Galaxy S20 Plus display. Actually if you want to go to 120 Hz, you can only use up to FHD Plus. So if you want to, if you are a Quad HD Plus user, then the Galaxy S9 Plus and Galaxy S20 Plus will be identical for you. And then actually you can notice there is a huge bezel on the Galaxy S9 Plus on the top and the bottom, but in the Galaxy S20 Plus you can get a fully immersive display with just a tiny punch hole at the top there, so that makes more a futuristic design and all. And then comes to the processor, they have a very good advantage on the processor back, because Exynos 9810 versus the 990 lightest chip. And then comes to the storage, actually you know that 8 GB 128 GB storage is available on the Galaxy S20 Plus, where the Galaxy S9 Plus comes at 6 GB 256 GB. Then actually we have the 8 MB shooters on the Galaxy S9 Plus and 10 MB on the Galaxy S20 Plus. And actually we can quad cameras on the Galaxy S20 Plus, which have an advantage of ultra wide and a TOF camera, whereas this doesn't have ultra wide and TOF. But except that, actually I will say the normal shots and telephoto shots except the zooming will be almost identical, so that's a bit good for the Galaxy S10 Plus, because the dual pixel camera, so actually the S10 Plus comes at dual pixel along with dual aperture, because the aperture can switch between f1.5 and f2.4, where the Galaxy S20 Plus comes at dual up, not having the dual aperture, just the dual pixel technology for the autofocus. So that's a great matter regarding the both. So then there is a huge bump in about 1000 mAh bump in the battery, back up to 3500 mAh versus 4500 mAh, so that's great. So 120 Hz display is superb. Actually you must went to the Galaxy store and Samsung Care and just experience it, so you may feel awesome. So guys, the main question is, should you worth upgrading from the Galaxy S9 Plus to the S20 Plus? Then I will say sure and yes. The matter I am focusing is the display 120 Hz refresh rate. That's excellent. So if you switch to S10 Plus, you won't get the same 60 Hz only. So on making to S20 Plus, that makes a sense due to the cameras. Actually you are getting ultra wide camera, TOF camera, then which you have futuristic design, 120 Hz display, good processor, and then the UFS 3.0 versus the UFS 2.1. Then we are having the other things that reverse wireless charging and all. So that's everything makes the sense, and slight increment in the screen size of the 6.2 inch versus the 6.7 inch. So everything included that makes a sense. But still the Galaxy S9 Plus is a great device. Actually from the camera side, actually I'm satisfied with the camera except the indoor portrait shots. Apart from that, actually I'm satisfied. And also the zooming is bit slow, because the 2x only 2x and 10x maximum, go up to 2x and 10x, so that's also a bit weird. But according to 2020 standards, but the phone is still a flagship and it's great performance. So guys, if it's up to you on deciding. Actually I mentioned the pros and cons, the difference between the both, and actually it's time to you to decide between the Galaxy S9 Plus and the S20 Plus. So actually I'm making a video regarding the Galaxy S20 Plus versus the OnePlus 8 Pro, S10 Plus and Note and Plus and all. So actually stay tuned by channel. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys.